We all have insecurities, whether it's about our appearance, abilities, or something deeper. For me, one of my biggest insecurities has always been the fear of not being good enough. And I know many of you out there have felt the same way at some point. But here's the thing. While it's important to acknowledge our insecurities, sharing them too openly can leave us exposed to criticism, judgment, or even exploitation. In this video, we're going to dive deep into why you should never share your deepest insecurities. We'll explore stories from different cultures around the world, personal experiences, and even modern-day examples of how sharing too much can backfire. By the end of this video, you'll understand how keeping some things to yourself can actually help you grow stronger and more confident. So let's get started. Cultural stories, the wisdom of silence. Let's start with some powerful stories from different cultures that show us the importance of keeping certain things, especially our insecurities, private. In Indian mythology, there's the story of Karna from the Mahabharata. Karna, though a mighty warrior, was plagued by the insecurity of his low birth. He shared this insecurity with many, hoping for sympathy, but it only made him more vulnerable in battle. In the end, his openness about his insecurities contributed to his downfall. The lesson here? Sometimes what you keep to yourself can protect you from unnecessary pain. In Nepal, the tale of the wise king Prithvi Narayan Shah teaches a similar lesson. During the unification of Nepal, Shah was careful never to reveal his weaknesses to his enemies. He knew that any sign of insecurity could be used against him. His strategy of silence helped him succeed in his mission. The takeaway? Silence can be a powerful shield. These stories show us that keeping insecurities private is a time-tested strategy for protecting yourself from unnecessary harm. The modern-day dangers of oversharing. Now let's bring it to the present day. In a world dominated by social media, it's easy to feel like we need to share every part of our lives, including our struggles and insecurities. But oversharing can lead to unforeseen consequences. Think about some recent viral events. Celebrities often open up about their deepest insecurities, and while this may seem brave, it can also lead to intense public scrutiny. For instance, consider when Simone Biles, the Olympic gymnast, shared her mental health struggles. While she received a lot of support, there was also a significant amount of criticism from people who didn't understand her perspective. This isn't to say you shouldn't share your challenges, but rather that sharing deep insecurities with the wrong audience can expose you to unnecessary judgment. I know many of you can relate. Maybe you've shared a deep insecurity with someone, only to have it used against you later. It's a tough reality, but it's a reminder that not everyone is deserving of knowing your deepest fears. The psychology behind insecurities and silence. Psychologically speaking, there's a strong case for keeping your insecurities to yourself. Psychologist Brené Brown, who studies vulnerability, says that while it's important to be authentic, there's a fine line between vulnerability and oversharing. Vulnerability without boundaries isn't real vulnerability. It's just exposing yourself to harm. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who openly share their insecurities tend to receive more negative judgments than those who remain discreet. This means that while we might hope for understanding, sharing insecurities can sometimes have the opposite effect, leading to increased judgment and less sympathy. The global perspective: how cultures handle insecurities. Different cultures have different ways of dealing with insecurities. In Canada, the concept of stoicism is often valued. Many Canadians believe in maintaining a calm exterior, even when they're struggling internally. This helps protect their mental well-being and ensures they aren't burdening others with their problems. In the Philippines, the idea of pakikisama, getting along with others, often leads people to keep their struggles private so as not to disrupt social harmony. While this has its drawbacks, it also emphasizes the importance of managing your personal challenges discreetly. Think of your mind as a fortress. Your insecurities are like the weakest points of that fortress. If you share them with the wrong people, it's like leaving the gates wide open, inviting attack. But when you keep those gates closed, you protect your inner strength. Just like a fortress, your mind needs to be safeguarded, and only trusted individuals should be allowed inside. Here's a challenge for you. Over the next week, focus on building your mental fortress. Whenever you feel tempted to share your deepest insecurity with someone, stop and ask yourself, Is this person truly deserving of knowing this part of me? Spend time reflecting on how you feel when you keep certain things to yourself. Does it make you feel stronger or more in control? Let us know your experience in the comments. Insecurities are a natural part of being human, but how we handle them can make all the difference. While sharing can feel like a release, it can also leave us open to criticism, judgment, or even exploitation. By keeping your deepest insecurities private, you protect your confidence and give yourself the space to work on them in your own time. Remember, your insecurities don't define you. They're just one part of your journey. Protect your peace, build your confidence, and share your struggles only with those who have earned your trust. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever shared an insecurity and regretted it later? How do you protect your inner peace while acknowledging your insecurities? Share your experiences in the comments and let's create a space where we can grow stronger together. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more life lessons and motivational content.